guest, so let's start at the very beginning. It's a very good place to start. After securing public support to win the leading role in Andrew Lloyd Webber's West End version of The Sound of Music, she spent the past 18 months playing to sell-out crowds at London's Palladium, dazzling audiences with her singing, acting and yodelling.
What I've heard before, my heart will be blessed with the sound of music, and I'll sing once more.
Please welcome, without her wimple, Connie Fisher.
I am. We had a really late night.
You were out at the same awards, too?
I went after the awards, but Madam here went to the Red Bar.
Yes, we did go to the Red Bar.
So good.
Oh, thank you. It was a late night. It was late night, but the best thing happened. Somebody from Hairspray, who won numerous awards, left and Laurence Olivier Award hanging around the bar. They must have forgotten. They had so many, they just left it. And we had...
Steal it?
We didn't exactly steal it, but we posed in those different poses as if we just won every award. Musical theatre actress. It was fantastic. It was a great night.
You heard Denise's story that she started out at the Film Awards before realising she was in the wrong queue.
Almost did the same thing. Got taken around the front and thought the Olivier Awards had been renamed as the Empire Awards. When did that happen? No one told me.
Did you see the sign? Did you even see the sign?
I did all the interviews talking about the theatre. That was brilliant, brilliant.
But Hairspray cleaned up. Hairspray is a fabulous musical, though, isn't it?
And I went to college with Leanne Jones, who won Best Musical Actress, and she was a year below me at Mountview. So I feel like, you know, I'm so proud of her and what she's achieved in such a short time. That you know, to win an Olivier Award is probably the most prestigious thing you can ever
she was over the moon.
get.
And Tracy Bennett, who'd been told she hadn't won, didn't she? She did a very funny speech.
I saw her in the Red Bar afterwards. Yeah, very funny. And Tamsin Gregg was very funny with her speech. Yes.
Yeah, but you had to be there, so we're bored.
Yeah.
We had a great night.
Connie sang absolutely beautifully because Andrew Lloyd Webber got a special award, and so there was Connie Lee Mead from Joseph, and who was that other
Elena
lovely
Roger from Evita.
Yeah, and they all sang beautifully as a sort of celebration of his work.
A tribute to his work.
I mean, obviously that's where we all sort of fell in love with you and on the programme that Andrew Lloyd Webber did to find his Maria and stuff. Yeah. I can't believe that's been 18 months that you've been...
18 months that I was at the Palladium, the best time of my life. And like you were saying, it was kind of like I was thrown in the deep end, so it was sink or swim. And I think you do learn when you're out of your depth, you know. I certainly found out that I could do it, and it was fantastic, you know, to go from to training and being a graduate and then thrown in the deep end. It's sink or swim, and I'm so glad that it went so successfully.
Kind of a childhood dream for you, wasn't it?
It was. I mean,
Maria.
I always wanted to play Maria, Mary Poppins. I wanted to be in Sweet Charity. I wanted to be in everything.
Did you have high expectations of yourself, and would you... I mean, because the acting sort of life is filled with rejection, isn't it? You don't get every job you go for, so would you beat yourself up if you didn't do well at an audition, or if you didn't get a job before Maria?
Definitely, and I think that sense of failure, you know, if you go in with that sense of failure already, you've already lost. So I think you have to go in with that inner confidence. And having been brought up, my dad was a Bachelor of Science, so he's great at maths. And because I wasn't good at maths, I think it annoyed him quite a lot. And there came a point where my mum was behind a desk and I was trying to earn a living in my gap year. I was trying to earn £28,000 to go to drama school as a receptionist, and I earned 280 quid and spent all that in shoes. And basically I said to Mum, I don't want to do this, you know, and I knew there was one chance, and you had to go in. There's a saying, if you reach for the moon, you might land in the stars. And I just knew that I had to go for it. Otherwise, you know, I probably would be stuck behind a desk still.
So, yeah.
So you've done your dream role now, so where are you going
Where do you
next?
go from here?
You go higher?
Up and up and up, I think. I mean, I think your dreams change in life, so now I've achieved that one. I have a new goal and a new mountain to climb.
And do you have a new project coming up immediately?
Yes, I start rehearsals next week for an ITV film, which is called Caught in a Trap, and it's going to be shown in the autumn. And I'm playing...
It's a one-off, it's not a series.
It's a one-off, it's a 90-minute film, and it's really cool. It's a new thing for me, again. I've never done telly before, apart from this, with you.
Have you started filming it or anything yet?
No, I rehearse next week.
And you're a girl who's obsessed by Elvis, is that right?
Obsessed by Elvis. I'm a parking meter attendant, and it's inspired by a true story. It's about a parking meter attendant who started to steal the money to fuel her Elvis obsession, and she stored all this memorabilia in her loft, hid it from her parents, and she actually spent £500,000 of the council's money.
Stop coughing.
No.
Just shout.
She has. She's got a tickly cough, and once she starts, she can't stop. So if it gets too annoying, just shove her off her stool.
So there's no singing in that then at all?
Maybe a little.
Oh,
watch the
bit
space.
of Elvis, maybe.
Wherever I can sing.
Did you know much about Elvis? Did you have to go and do your research? Because I don't know if you've ever been to Graceland, but there's some weird and wonderful characters who visit there.
Who live there, probably.
Well, who live around that sort of area in
I would
Graceland.
love, you know, to do the method thing and go over and be obsessed by Elvis. So maybe, you know, get married by Elvis or something. It would be quite cool. I have no plans yet, and if I have the time to, I would love to. But certainly I shall be doing all my research and singing along to Elvis, because he's a legend.
Fantastic. So when are we actually going to see this on the telly then? Do we know?
This is going to be next autumn.
Next autumn. Do excuse my friend. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Right.
Connie Fisher, everybody. We'll take another break.